Hello, grade 3. Welcome to your maths lesson for today. Today we're going to be having a look at number bonds to 100 and multiples of 100. Okay, let's crack on straight into it. So let's say we have the number 62. Okay, let's say we have the number 62. So this is just my little bead string with number line tool. I have a bead or a string with beads with 100 beads on it, right? It's 0 to 100. Here we can see it at the top. And the beads are different colors. They're red and white. So from 0 to 10 is red, from 10 to 20 is white, from 20 to 30 is red, from 30 to 40 is white, and so on and so forth. And the reason that is done is just to make things clearer. Okay, so every 10 beads, it changes color. So let's say we have the number 62, okay? I'm gonna count out 62 beads on my bead string, okay? So here I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Here I have 60, and I'm gonna need 2 more because my number is 62, right? So 60, 61, 62, okay. So now here on my left-hand side, I have 62 beads. Now what I want to know is, how many beads do I need to get to the next 100, or to get to the number 100 from 62? I wonder. First of all, I'll have to go to the nearest 10 to make things easier, or to the next 10, I should say. So what is the next 10 after 62? Can you think? The number 62. Well, I know that the number 62 is greater than 60 and less than 70. So it's between 60 and 70, isn't it? The number 62. So to go from 62 to the next 70, I'll have to add on 8, won't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I have 70 on the left-hand side. So I added 8 beads to my 62 to give me 70. Now, so I've got to the next 10. Now I need to get to the number 100. So how many beads will I need to add to 70 to give me 100? Well, I can count in tens there, can't I? So 70, 80, 90, 100. 3 tens, or 30 beads. So here we go. 10, 20, oops, and 30. So I can write that as a sum. So originally I had 62 beads. Originally I had 62 beads. And I was trying to get to the number 100, wasn't I? How many beads did I add to the number 100? Did I add to 62 to get me 100? Well, first of all, I added 8 beads to get me to the nearest 10, to the next 10, which was 70. Okay, so that's 8. And then to go from 70 to 100, I had to add 30. So there's 2 jumps I made there, 8 and 30. So 8 plus 30 is 38. So I added 38 beads in total to 62 to get 100. Okay. Now, okay. So, excuse me. Okay, here we go. So, number line, I have my number line tool here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this number line goes from 0 all the way up to infinity, right? I've just slid it up there to 300 to 400, so that I can go all the way back to 0 here. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, all the way up to whatever I want. So I have, the number I have here is number 362. Okay, now the number 362 is going to be between 300 and 400, isn't it? Yeah. So it's between 300 and 400. What tens is it between? Remember, we had the number 62. We decided that that was between 60 and 70. So the number 362 will be between 360 and 370, won't it? So 360 and 370, 360, 361, 362. So here we go here. There, oops, sorry. Here. 362, right, between 360 and 370. So I want to know, how many do I need to add on to 362 to get to the number 400, to get to the next 100? Well, we've just worked out how much we need to add to 62 to reach 100. Okay, remember that? It was 38, wasn't it? And now we're trying to add a number to 362 to get to 400. So it's going to be the same, isn't it? It's going to be 362. I need to get to the next 10, which is 370. What do I need to add to 362 to get to 370? 1, 3, okay, so 363, 364, 365, 366, 367, 368, 369, 370. 8. I need to add 8 to get to 370. And now to get from 370 to 400, I need to add 10, 20, 30. And 8 plus 30 is 38, isn't it? So I can write that as well. Excuse me. So I can write 362 plus 38 equals 400. So let me see, whiteboard, here it is. Okay, 362 plus 38 equals 400. Okay, so 62 plus 38 equals 100. 362 plus 38 equals 400. Now, let's go to think of a new number. So we'll go and we will say, sorry, next, let's say we'll go for the number 543. 543. Okay. So 543. Where are we going to put the number 543 on the line? Well, we know the number 543 is between 540 and 550, don't we? 540, 541, 542, 543. So 543, there it is, between 540 and 550. How many do we need to add to 543 to get to the next 100, which is 600? So what do we need to add to 543 to go all the way up to 600? So first thing again, we need, well, the first things first is you draw your number on the number line, which we have done here, 543. So the next step then, we go to the nearest 10, isn't that right? And the next 10, I should say. And the next 10 is 540. So I'm going to draw an arrow here, or a jump here from 543 to 550. So how much of a jump is that from 543 to 540 or 550? We have 544, 555, 556, 557, 548, 549, 550. So I've added 7 on there. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that jump, I jumped 7 spaces there. 7. It's a jump of 7 from 543 to 550. Now, so I'm at the next 10. And the next thing I do is I jump to the nearest 100. So I can now jump from 550 all the way over to 600, can't I? All the way to 600. And how much of a jump is that? I can count in tens, can't I? I could count in ones if I wanted. I could do 551, 552, 553, 554, 555. I could count all of these little steps all the way up to 600, but it's quicker if I count in tens, isn't it? So 550, 560, 570, 580, 590, 600. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So from 550 to 600 is a jump of 50 steps. So in total then, to go from 543 to 600, I need to add 7 and I need to add 50. So in total, I can add these two numbers together. The total amount I need to add on to 543 to get to 600 is 7 plus 50, which is 57, right? 57 in total. So I could write my sum here, 543 plus 57 equals 600. Okay, 543 plus 57 equals 600. That being said, what you guys are going to do today, you're going to do something similar. You're going to be using your number lines. I'll get these questions up here now. Second. Yeah, okay. Okay, so these are your questions for today. Right, bonds to multiples of 100. So it's what we've been doing already. So question 1, 34 plus what will give you 100? And you've been given a number line here from 0 to 100, okay? So your first step is you write the number 34, or I should say you show the number 34 on your number line. So where are you going to put the number 34 on your number line? Here's 0 and here is 100. These big lines here are your tens. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So I know 34 is between 30 and 40. So this is 30 and this is 40. And I can just go 31, 32, 33, 34. And I will mark the number 34 there. Okay, that's step number 1. Step number 2, I go to the nearest the next 10 up. So the next 10 up from 34 is 40. How much of a jump is that? I need to show the jump from 34 to 40, right? That is a jump of 6, isn't it? So I will draw my jump here from 34 to 40, and I'll write the number 6 here. Now, I'm at 40, I need to get to 100. So how many 10s do I need to add to 40 to get to 100? 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I need to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s, which is 60. So I'll draw a jump here from 40 to 100, and I'll write the number 40 at the top there. Then I'll add those two numbers together, and I'll write my answer here. Okay? Just as I have done in the previous example there for 543 plus 47 equals 600, okay? Then you do the same thing for question 2, 3, and 4. Use your number lines and you can find the answer there. So again, the first step, whatever number you're given, so be it 34, 68, 105, 17, whatever it is, find that number on your number line, and you that's step number 1. Write the number on the number line. Then the second step, you jump from your number to the nearest 10 and write how much of a jump that is. And then the next, you jump from the nearest 10 to the nearest 100 and write how much of a jump that is. Add those two numbers together, and that's your answer that you write here or here. Okay. So that's your math for today, guys. Any questions, message, so you can send me a message on Dojo, but hopefully that explains things fairly well. Okay. Have a great day and talk to you soon.